Hi, this is Michael Uslan. You're listening to Batman on Film.
I'm vengeance.
I have given a name to my pain.
The Batman.
Always waiting for some Batman to save you.
It's simple. We kill the Bat of Gotham. I'm Batman.
And welcome to the BOF Podcast, episode 231. These things are getting pretty consistent now, aren't they? Huh? Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Well, I gotta throw a shout out to my main man. He's joining me today, Justin Kowalski. We all know him. He's the conspiracy king of Fanboy Nation. He's going to be joining us today. He's here, Kowalski.
Yeah, I love that you just called me. I'll be the conspiracy king. Why not, dude? Give me a moniker. I will wear it. I'll be the conspiracy king from California. There we go.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, ask Holzman. I literally have written the book on Holzman. So
I'm in the middle of reading it right now.
Yeah, it's
the Holzman prophecies. It's great.
The Holzman prophecies. Anyway, there is another voice. We're spicing it up because it's BOF After Dark. So we're getting a little Gallagher's 2000 here. If you get the reference. My buddy Andy Luca, he's gonna pop in. He's gonna talk to us, give us the normal man's perspective of Fanboy Nation. I get a little bit more of a GA guy. He's in the Facebook group. You guys know him. He's a wise guy.
Half in, half out.
Put it. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I'm on a 10-day contract. Up from the G League.
Yeah, you are.
That's funny.
Well, we today. Usually, or not usually, but Justin, I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day, Friday used to be a news dump day. Nothing worthwhile would ever really happen. Usually, stuff that was to be forgotten was dumped on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And by Monday, washed away, started fresh in the week. But lately, you and I have been getting together to talk some jive, some news, and we got some more today. We got some big news, actually. We got our Penguin trailer.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Farrell's back as Ozzy, and we had.
Was that today? That was today.
Yeah,
huh?
It was like
today's
12
a big day, man.
Yeah, it's been a long
day,
man.
Big villain day, and a Joker. Got a little Joker 2 news.
How do you pronounce
I'm surprised.
How do you pronounce Joker 2? It's like Folly de Deux? De Deux?
We
need Reno. Where's Reno?
It's Reno.
It's a
de Deux.
Joker part 2. It's part 2.
Like Hot Shots.
Like Hot Shots.
Yeah. Yep.
So
the second one.
That's very Pepe Le Pew of you.
It's the second Joker film. You're going to watch it.
Oh wow.
Would you like some beignets?
Do you think that's in the bonus material? Is the Kowalski cut over there?
Oh, bro, the Kowalski cut's coming all over the place, dude. We're gonna make that movie come out.
Anyway. The very least will be interesting.
Yeah,
the very least.
What was interesting was that Penguin trailer. Dude, the amount of Oswald that was in it.
Yeah,
the things that I dug about it, the old school vibe, the gangster talk. I really liked whatever was on his foot, that little brace thing. I like this waddle thing that Farrell does. It kind of like it was. I remember watching the Batman the first time, and I saw him waddle after he was duct taped. After they were doing, whatever.
El Rata.
We're Spanish I've heard. Like it was cute to see him like waddle like that. But he's really got like a little gimp thing to him, and it's in the movie throughout. But I'm like, I really like that they focused on that a little bit. You got a whole shot of that. You could just. I love the violence of it. Like people are getting murked left and right. Ozzy is shooting dudes. He's in the thick of it, face to face with Maroni. We get a good look at Clancy Brown sporting a beard. So a bearded boss in prison. This got me going, dude. I wiped off my computer screen. Like I was getting pictures with my action figures. I am hyped for this. I am ready. I am so excited to literally wash away the Gotham as the last real as the Penguin. Like this is gonna really cement Farrell's Penguin in the public. I think this is gonna be, front and center here. I'm pumped for that. I'm really stoked about it. Kowalski. I want your opinion on this. You're anti the Batman.
I'm not. I literally said on the. I literally said on the.
You
last
hate
episode,
Batman. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's come out swinging here, boys.
I'm like, I'm looking forward to the Penguin. Freaking hate, man. I'm telling you, if Pattinson shows up with his lady lips in this show, dude.
Oh God,
lady
dude.
lips.
He does look like
Ridiculous.
a lady, dude. He does have like pouty Batman.
He's a tough lady.
Okay.
He's a tough lady.
He's like Revlon. Batman sponsored by Revlon. Okay. Yeah, man. Here's what I'm going to say. It could be controversial. I thought this trailer was really great. Really great. I was really excited about it. And you know what it had, and I said this last week, Pete. It had, what got me was the crime family side of it, because I'm really into the Gotham crime families. Like I want to see Falcone and Maroni and those guys, right?
This one's Falcone, okay? This Falcone is that's Nolan universe.
We are Nolanites here. Remember that?
Yeah. Falcone.
No, I'm joking because who decides that? I feel like it's like we're gonna call him Falcone.
Well, there's certain things, because Falcone was, you always knew in the comics, especially in year one, because they called him the Falcon. Falcon.
Okay.
But so Falcone gets stuck in your head. But I don't know. I feel like no one got it wrong on a lot of the pronunciations. Like Roz, it should be Raish. We'll leave it there. But so I'm really pumped for all the mob stuff. But if I have to be real honest, I was like, if it didn't say anything about the Penguin, and you had no idea about the Batman movie, you'd be like, this is a new mob show on HBO Max.
Yeah,
which that's a good thing and a bad thing. I think that's good and bad.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing, because it's it's the story they're telling. But I'm like, man, it doesn't really feel as Penguin to me. I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about like I get the world they're in, but I'm like I'm down. I'm curious to see how they investigate Oswald's rise, because I like the crime boss Oz, but my favorite version of that is where he is the
aristocratic.
He's a wannabe. He's trying so hard to be a part of that life, and so I'm hoping we get a little bit of that. I'm running the Iceberg Lounge. I'm a legit businessman, but then you have the dirty stuff below. But
sure.
I think he's got to build up to that. No, right? Isn't that the whole point of this?
Yeah. That's where I'm hoping. That's where I'm hoping we go. I hope it's not just like Pete was all Tony Sopranos meets Batman, right?
Yeah.
A little tongue in cheek. I had fun with it. Just those are the vibes. Those are vibes I'm getting to the like instantly. I'm thinking of Tony outside of his GMC, sitting there meeting with Kevin McAllister's dad. I'm getting like vibes of that stuff, dirty cops and stuff like that.
Totally.
What are the vibes you're getting? Like outside the box, GA thinking, without this. Knowing the Batman, is this is that a benefit for you or whatnot? Like, get into the details here.
Well, I guess from the first, get out of the way. The thing I just love, just because I think we all agree on it, just finding out the ways, like I just love the way it looks, man. It just looks, it's so dark, and I don't know. I like this Gotham City a lot. It's one of the. I have my complaints about the Batman. I'm going to go into it, but like one of the things I definitely don't. I love the way Gotham City looks, and I think that's obviously. They're keeping that look, so that's cool, and I look forward to seeing more of that Gotham. So that's like the first thing I was like, all right, like that's to me, like that was the first thing I'm definitely watching this. I was watching regardless, but I was like, that stuck out for me. But I think it's gonna be really cool. I love Colin Farrell in general, and I'd be cool to see this. I like this Penguin. I love all the Penguins, and I like his, and I think that.
I Robin Lord Taylor's. You like Robin Lord Taylor's?
No, sorry. Well, I don't even count him. So I don't really know. But yes, Lord
yeah.
The music. So
I wish more people had that approach.
But you know what's real quick Soprano thing, because you mentioned it. I don't want to forget about it. This is the girl who I always forget her name. The lady who's playing Sophia. Falcone, if you will, or Falcone, how you want to say it.
Yeah.
She's in Wolf of Wall Street. She plays his Leo's first wife.
Okay.
And she's also, Peter, this is the more importantly, she's one of Johnny Sack's daughters in Sopranos.
Oh, really?
The thinner one. The thinner one. Yeah, she is.
This is where it gets really Kowalski, because that is one hell of a connection. Let's be honest. You know,
I want to drop that. I want to drop that bomb on you guys. Her name, I can pull up her name. It's like Christy something. It's like an Italian last name. She's good. That's
cool.
Kristen Milotti, I think.
That's the one thing I love about like mafia
Kristen
stuff.
Milani.
Yep. Is a lot of these guys and actors get cast in a lot of these things. You know, it's like, you know, like what's his name? Junior Soprano was in so many other. He was in like what was it? What was the other mafia movie he was in?
Oh, he's Godfather too.
Yeah, they're all
he's
Johnny
Ola.
In the other movie. You know, it's like you get typecast as like as an Italian, and you could be in like any of your
not a bad
mafia
gig.
projects.
That's not a bad gig, dude.
He's Hyman Roth's right hand man. He's its errand boy.
Yeah, so it's nice to see that next evolution of you know, gangster actor moving on to the DC side of things. And
I'm hoping Steve Van Zandt shows up.
Oh my god, he
could.
No, and think about it. The Silvio thing is not that far from Colin Farrell. They could exist in this. I mean, I know you're just joking, but like if it did,
I would imagine they go the same tailor. Silvio would probably shop where Penguin shops. Like Farrell looks sharp, man. I don't know. Like he's walking around in these good suits, and it's crazy. Like at some points, it looks like he's getting abducted in the trailer, and I'm just like, man, like I think his like makeup holds up really well. Like he looked like he was kind of getting dragged. Definitely. You know, like. I would imagine that weighs a lot on his face. Like that prosthetic stuff is still really impressive. And oh man,
I'll never forget the first time that first picture came out of him, everyone was like, "What? That's Colin." Everyone, I remember that was the trailer. There was like a shot of his face, and no one recognized him.
Yeah.
And it was really cool.
No, it's been top notch.
Yeah.
I remember when they were right before they started filming it, though, there was like set leaks of him not looking like that. Like they were like, is he trying out? I don't know if he was messing with people or what, but there was like images of him kind of walking around in a coat, and they're like, is this what his penguin looks like? And it just looked like Colin Farrell with certain different hairstyles and stuff. And I was like,
I don't know. He does change his hair up pretty much. You know, he's he does try different hairstyles. He's what's it called? Especially for his roles. Like, I mean, remember when he was bald for Bullseye? Remember when he was Bullseye?
Yeah, I actually saw that movie. Oh my god, I remember that.
I don't hate that they did Affleck Daredevil, but
Bullseye.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I don't know if Turturro's in this. I know.
No, I don't think someone else is playing him. I think.
I don't think so. I don't know. Like in a flashback scene, maybe I love Turturro, so like I would love it if he was in it.
Oh yeah,
so, like,
I'd
be ecstatic. If
I was, but I could have sworn I saw that someone else was playing him.
I was at
someone else playing Falcon.
I think IMDb's
Someone
wrong.
said
I think
that was me.
Oh, it was like a trick. Like a what's his name, Ducard or whatever.
Yeah. Or Barry, when Barry was Merkel, right? They
he was Joker. Yeah. That's a good call.
Just as like I wish he was Merkel.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna like that. I actually liked it, and I actually think they should have kept that scene in.
The Brand Flakes Gabby Joker.
I don't know what he really looks like. I can't really say much.
I know. I could see why someone not liking it, but I dug it. I actually dig it.
Do you? Are there any? Oh man, do you have a feeling any villains pop up in this? Just speculation wise, like, is there somebody you think
I hope so
would pop up, or you think they're gonna just? Do you think Oswald's gonna be the focus, and they're gonna do kind of like I would say newer creative characters around him? I wonder what they're gonna do here.
Yeah, I think it'll be focusing, but I think they have to. It'd be so
because
silly.
in the trailer, it's mostly him. It's mostly him either shooting people, getting carried. No, I get it, but like it's like there's outside of like the one shot where he's face to face with Maroni. Like you really don't know like who else. Yeah. I don't know who these other people
obviously,
are. Like, I don't even know who they're supposed to be.
Obviously, we're speculating, but I think it'd be kind of like a total missed opportunity to have anybody. It's easy layup, like a layup fun to do. It could be anybody. It could be a smaller. It could be any like there's whether I don't know. I just think that we obviously don't know, but I think they should. Why not? That's just simple joy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I mean, we'll probably see Tweedledee, Tweedledum again. You know, those guys. I think we're gonna get all the mob stuff. Yeah, man. I don't know who a good villain would be. to show up. I mean,
have fun to be like it's like he just goes all out and like it's Mr. Freeze. Like he just goes for it. Like you didn't see this one coming.
Somehow this is the origin of Clayface. It leads right into the
next yeah. He's like, we need an actor.
Yeah.
Well, actually, so this takes place right when the Batman ends, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, with the yeah. So, and the things is like, since it's like this the year 2 in that universe, that means so we're kind of seeing the rise of everyone, not only just Batman but also the Penguin.
Yeah,
like,
we're seeing the groundwork here.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I thought.
Which I'm excited for. I know I like seeing the build up. It for me, that's why I'm kind of holding on to this a little bit.
Yeah. Like and when's it coming out? November? Or what? Is there a date? No, it's later this year, right?
Yeah.
Everyone keeps speculating it's going to be sometime around Joker, whether it's before. I think now it's going to be after.
You maybe like a few weeks out. That's kind of smart,
man.
Though. I don't know. I'm torn.
What are we? We're in March. They just dropped this thing. I'm thinking it comes out in summertime, dude.
Do you think so? Really? You think that early?
Yeah, because I think they need a summertime show. Like they need something. People are off of work and it's out of school. Yeah, you know, sometimes they have these like this summer. You know, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like there's like it could be good to have something pop out.
I love that.
Like I could see it popping up in August or November. I don't know why. It's just totally just me guessing. Yeah. I could see an August date, or I can see a November date for some reason.
TV seasons don't really exist anymore.
Yeah, no,
that's what. Like I can't figure it out because I don't really know. I don't know how to really. I've only been watching streaming for. It's been very recent. Like I'm still kind of used to the way old TV worked.
Me too, man.
You know, I'm not really used to this whole streaming stuff yet. For TV stuff, at least, like I'm still used to like seasons.
Well, Peter, have you been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No, I'm fine. I'm behind, dude. I haven't seen.
I'm caught up.
I'm so caught up.
I'm like 3 episodes behind. I have to catch up. Man. I'm far behind.
Well, the good thing, the cool thing about streaming is I can go on about because I'm old school too. I still think because I think it's the way you're born. We were born the regular TV thing. But one thing that's cool about streaming is either you watch them like you're up to date and it's fun, just like old school style, or you get to like Peter one day just to binge 3 episodes of Road.
No, I get you. I get you. I just I got to get I've been down in the basement playing Batman Returns, trying to beat Catwoman. Get past level 1.
Is that the main one? Is that the main jam right now? Batman Returns for you?
I've been playing a lot of Sonic, but when I play, it's either Batman Returns or Batman Forever. Those are the two. And I bought
which one's the harder one? Wait, which one's the harder one? I always forget. Forever
Returns is much harder.
Returns is the harder one. Okay.
I have the 6-button controller.
No, Forever's the harder one.
No. With the 6-button controller, it's a lot easier because I don't have to do those stupid combinations. I could just hit the one button, and it makes all the moves a lot simpler because there's the 3 extra buttons. So
Forever's the one that looks like Mortal Kombat, though. It's all like digitized looking.
Yeah, I like Batman Returns is fun. It's like the most difficult thing I've ever done.
I like the music, and I don't know why. I love the creepy music that plays in the menu. It's really creepy.
Yeah, I don't know. In terms of since we're bringing Batman Returns.
Oh, sure.
I love Danny Oswald. I'll always defend it.
We love Danny.
But they are so different. And I have to admit, while as much as I love how different Oswald is in that movie, the fact that we're getting this gangster version and a really full fleshed out, we're getting hours of Oswald. Which is kind of insane, to be honest.
That's
with
big.
You.
No, that's big.
It really is. He's in his own whole show. For I guess for an hour and a half. But this is 6 hours of Oswald plus.
No.
This is a good amount. This is crazy. I never thought it was possible. So, but I love this gangster mafioso Penguin, and like I said, just to get the hours worth, it's really cool. That's why this Batman saga is really interesting because it's going to be a really deep dive into all of these characters. And I think the fact that they're giving them at least 6, it's got to be 6, right? Am I wrong on this?
Oh, I think it's 6 episodes. It's a miniseries.
Yeah,
it's either 6 or 8. It's an even number. It's either 6 or 8.
I hope it's no more than 8. I think 8's.
No, yeah.
I don't want. Can you imagine if it's like the CW and they do 22?
Oh, Peter, real quick. I don't know if you have this. I don't know if you had this set for later. If you want to set it for later, it's fine. But because I want to know as a just a normal nerd, not a person who's obsessed like you guys much, who is Rex Calabrese and what's his story?
Oh, that's another thing. I don't know of him off the top of my head. I'll have to do some Googling and research, see if I can find anything.
I'm surprised you don't. I'm surprised you guys don't
know. Something is that an original character or something? Is that a deep cut from Mr. Reeves? I don't know, or one of the writers. I mean,
Have you ever heard the name before? I'm saying.
No, but it's the last name is like I've heard that last name with hundreds of people, so it's like
Sure.
I heard it, this is very authentic. I like this.
It's kind of
but Peter, as a Goomba from Jersey, like
you're gonna say Calabrese. You're gonna say Calabrese.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I like this. Where'd you guys get your pizza? I don't know.
He's supposed to be Catwoman's real father.
It's a retcon, right?
In the comics, he's from 2014. He's a James Tynion.
So this is a New 52 one?
It was Batman Eternal. It was in Batman Eternal.
Why don't I remember this?
Yeah, because they've never gone back to it. It was something.
Now, but here's the thing, though.
Long story.
See, look, you guys got mad at Tynan because of Ghostmaker, but he got you with what's it called? Rex Chapman or what? Rex Chapman.
Rex Chapman.
Rex Chapman. He sounds like is that a guy on ESPN? Rex Chapman here. March Madness. Rex Chapman sounds like a guy who's on ESPN, doesn't it not?
Yes. No, the Yankees win. Mortal.
Wasn't he Breaker Charge guy that on Twitter? Wasn't that with him?
Maybe. I think it's like it feels like a Twitter handle name.
Yeah, Twitter handle or some guy who's like going to be on a guest with Stephen A. Smith, going to argue about football or something.
LeBron James.
What does it say about his legacy? What's funny at Sports Talk? I feel like what's funny if this is Sports Talk, we go, yo, what does this Penguin show say about his legacy?
Yeah, well,
that would be Sports Talk.
All right, here we go.
I was going to make some bold Twitter statements.
I'm gonna read.
Well, preach.
Yeah,
from the Gospel of Calabrese.
Calabrese, we're in Jersey.
Calabrese. Rex the Lion Calabrese was a mob boss in Gotham underworld before the vigilante known as Batman existed. Mm-hmm. Calabrese had a daughter named Selena Calabrese, who he abandoned when she was 9 years old, leaving her to grow up being tossed from foster home to foster home. The Lion ruled the city before he was pushed out by Carmine the Roman Falcone. Deciding to go into hiding, Calabrese adopted the name Leon and was sent to Blackgate Penitentiary, no one knowing his true identity as a criminal kingpin, yada, yada, yada. Eventually, Batman took the streets back from criminals. The Roman as well went into hiding, allowing for another mob boss to fill the void. Know who that one is? Yes.
Mr. Calabrese.
No, the Penguin.
The Penguin.
Oh, yeah. So the Penguin jumps into another mob.
Okay.
So during a play against Batman, orchestrated by a mysterious benefactor and Commissioner Gordon.
Interesting that Eternal.
Yeah. So, anyways, yada yada yada. So the Roman returns to Gotham, challenges the Penguin, and then Falcone and Cobblepot get arrested for their crimes, and then Calabrese started to shed his secret identity. Anyways, and then it talks about he never made an attempt to leave Blackgate. Instead, he encouraged his daughter, who was now a full-grown adult, to take over the Gotham's underworld. It doesn't really get into.
Is that when she takes over the mob scene in New 52? Because I read up to that point. I read when she took over the mob.
But I'm just unaware of
I like this though.
Falcone being
actually kind of
father.
But the movie they can't unless they're. That's a big.
Well, I mean, it comes from Reeves directly. Like his name is on the show, so I would imagine if there's a twist there.
There could be a twist, but like, I mean, that was
there could be. I don't. I feel like they could. Yeah, I feel like they could do a twist, but I feel like it'd be too much. I feel like he meant that like that would take away from his movie if he were to like if this Rex guy was her and if they were
all about Falcone keeping his image, like like he does what he can to stay on top.
I don't know if it takes away from the movie so much.
But that's a big part of Catwoman's story in that first movie. I mean, I don't even love it per se.
It still is. It's just not Falcone, right? Like if Falcone's dirty.
I guess. I mean, right.
Especially if he was her adopted father or whatever, he still was in charge of her care, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. No, it still doesn't take.
I mean, ultimately, he strangled her mother. It doesn't matter who he is. Like it's
which it makes his like kind of is like. I mean, it's still creepy if you're an adopted father or a real father, but
no, you're right. Actually, that
seemed like he was a little like creepy with her. You know what I'm saying?
But I guess I'm trying to say is,
that's your daughter, man. But
I don't know. There's certain points I wonder if he even knew.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I will say I guess
I imagine he's getting it in often. Mob boss?
No.
Just being honest. Just being honest.
Well,
Mob
no,
boss?
of course. Well, yeah, yeah. But I'm saying for me, my knee-jerk reaction would be that would be weird to kind of retcon that part of the movie for a miniseries that not everyone's probably going to watch. Like, I mean, maybe it will be really popular, but I'm saying
that's the problem. These things need to be single stories that don't connect to other things.
Well, they kind of can't.
I was that's a big Batman one. Though. This is all just Batman.
No, I like it connecting.
Not everyone's gonna watch. Not everyone's gonna watch this show.
I guess. I mean, that's fine. I feel bad for them.
I mean, that
but it's definitely. This was announced a long time ago, so I'm happy it's happening.
Is that? What I mean, we heard early on it was either Catwoman or Penguin show. I liked the connection there. Maybe that ties into Catwoman into it. Maybe she pops up later on.
I think so. I was
actually thinking today, maybe if the movie is successful, if we go through Penguin, we go through part 2, and we have a bona fide success in our hands. I was wondering maybe the Catwoman show pops up again, and that's the bridge in between 2 and 3. I don't know. That's just me thinking. Because this is still kind of new. I
mean, they're going to need something to stretch that gap. So,
I'm sure they're dying for content because, I've said on this show before, I don't think any Batman of any universe intersecting is a problem anymore.
Yeah, and I think that this could, if this is good and it's well made, it gets good attention. I think it could be really special because there's not tons of live action Batman TV. You don't want to saturate it either, like they don't with Star Wars right now. It's too saturated.
Just everything. This genre in general has been oversaturated. I mean, you're kind
Batman.
How does the Batman saga stand out for you, being that it's different from all the other comic book movies out there for the most part?
Yeah,
I guess the vibe I'm getting is, well, this is I'm going to be as quick as possible. It's I think as far as just New Millennium starting, because I think the Nolan Batmans were a big deal, especially Dark Knight, obviously. And I think after that, I think the Ben Affleck stuff was just really polar. I think it was half the people cared. Not people were like, was another Batman movie? What? Batman? I think people were it was very half and half. I think half people cared. Mm-hmm. I didn't see BVS in theaters, and I love Batman. That gives you a perfect example of how people were really wishy-washy about it. Mm. And then with this new one coming out, I think that it's kind of similar, but a little bit. I think it's a better, because it's solo. I think the general consensus, I think people like this new Batman. I don't think they love it the way that they love the Tim Burton and Nolan ones per se. I'm saying generally speaking, but I think it's got a good enough. I mean, put it this way: it didn't. I mean, I don't know if it has to do with the pandemic. I mean, we don't talk forever about this, but it didn't make $1 billion, and I think that's for a movie like that, you think it would have. But there's a lot of
crazy to think that's the standard now. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I
mean, the fact that Joker made $1 billion and Batman didn't. But then again, I do think there's a factor with COVID. That's a not fun conversation to have right now.
Yeah, there's the COVID thing. There's also, I think the Batman and BVS had the same problem. Is they had a lead actor who is a good actor, but is known for something they did that was bigger than them.
I think that's a fair point. To the general person.
Yeah, I thought a lot of folks were like, "Oh, the vampire guy," and I'm like,
definitely.
He's done.
So you would have rather went with the unknown. You're more of an unknown.
I personally like Pattinson, but I can see an average person like you're saying being Twilight Batman. I'm good on that.
Yeah, yes, and the same thing with Affleck had the same thing. Oh, he can't act, Geely, and all that other stuff. I'm like, he's done other stuff. It's not fair to put that baggage on him. But that's they both had that similar issue going in where people were like,
interesting.
He's not a good actor.
I think
what look at his other stuff.
Yeah, no, totally, no, absolutely. I think that, but I don't know. I do. Here's the thing, though. I'm this is totally ahead of myself. I do think that there's potential for part 2. I mean, we don't know. I think that is he even done writing the script? I think he's currently writing it, right?
Yeah,
he should be.
But I mean, I'll be honest. He's taking his sweet ass time,
which I think that's good. I think that's really small. I think that's good.
Justin thinks it was getting canceled. But
I feel no, man. I don't think it's getting canceled. I'm like,
no way it's getting canceled.
This movie was done filming in 2020.
Hey y'all, it's Bill Ramey, founder of Batman on Film. Let's take a quick pause in this podcast for these words from our sponsor.
Right?
The first one.
Yeah, like and then they had to
like, I
delay
agree,
it.
it's
Like,
a long wait.
what are you doing, bro?
No, I mean it is. But I kind of like that because I think there's a chance he can make part 2 could be really awesome. I think it could be. I mean,
here's the thing though. Also, man, like I'm not gonna lie, like it does seem that we have since Dark Knight they've been pumping out Batman movies.
Sure.
And
if you look at the historically, sure.
And you want to throw in like Justice Leagues and cameos in the Flash and even in Suicide Squad.
And
like
Zack Snyder versions too.
He's just been shoved down our throats. I mean, I do think there's something to be said about having a little bit of a break.
Yeah. That's why I'm with you on Peter.
I kind of think this could be a good break for Batman.
I totally agree. Totally agree. That's why I think it's also. I would love for him to really refine that script. Like this is a really weird example to use, but I'm going to use it because this popped in my head. Like the movie Superbad, I love, but they wrote that movie for like 10 years. They started writing it when they're 13, and then it came out like it sounds ridiculous, but the longer you have time to work on a script, I think this is the better. You know what I mean? Like I just think
it's like why everybody's first hip hop album's better than their other albums.
That's another good
because it takes them so long
example
to make
that works.
That first album, you're fine tuning.
You got a point there.
Years.
No, yeah, that's why, and I think it's all good. I think it can only make the movie better and gives people less Batman fatigue, which Batman fatigue is never good.
Yeah, and they keep putting, and here's the other issue: is they keep putting really bad versions of Batman out on TV, adjacent, like Gotham,
Titans.
Oh yeah, Titans, Batman, and then
Batwoman was outstanding though. But Batwoman was outstanding, right, Peter?
It was among the crap. It was beautiful.
Batman.
I do love that you committed to it. I love that you committed to that, man. I love that.
Some of those shows were crap. Like at least Batwoman was fertilizer.
Wasn't Bruce Wayne in that show though? Wasn't Bruce Wayne on Batwoman?
Yes, he was. Well, it wasn't Bruce Wayne. It was Thomas Elliott who looked like Bruce Wayne. But
never mind. All right, but anyways, like there's.
But no, I'm with you as someone who watched all that stuff. I'm with you. There has been. I'm a little suspicious of the Batman as Teflon argument. I will say this: there are some dents in that vest. It is still bulletproof. But there are some dents in that vest or high caliber rounds being shot at Batman, just like at the end of the Batman. And
but that's why the show coming out is actually this show, his Penguin show seems totally different. Now it's not necessarily a Batman show, but it's Batman universe. Let's be serious. So I think that that's part of why I'm actually excited for him. Like, oh, this looks like. I mean, this is different from a CW show. Obviously, this is a lot different.
Oh yeah. A lot
so that's really cool. And I like the fact that it's a miniseries because honestly, because like if it's good and they're good, then it's like cool. But if they're like, we have more ideas, then you can.
Have you guys been watching any Max shows? I do not. I strictly stick to
Curb.
Okay.
Curb, yeah.
Okay. I mean, outside of okay, so that's just it. You're just watching Curb. Okay. I was just curious.
I can't think.
What other shows would you like? What else?
I have no idea. I saw somebody on Twitter just complaining.
Kristen watches Game of Thrones.
I saw someone on Twitter be like, "Oh, wait, remember, Max shows are not as good as HBO shows, so you guys got to be careful with this." I'm like, okay,
what? That seems like a
oh yeah, no, it's some whack job. I'm like, is this? I was like, is there anything to this? And you're like, no. I'm like, okay, so no.
The Gentleman, but that's on Netflix. I was watching that.
Yeah, but I don't know, dude. Fact of the matter, I am super hyped for Penguin. I can't wait. I think this is going to be phenomenal. I'm excited for, like Lucas said, new content. This feels fresh. I love villain stuff. I love the fact that it's not the Joker. Again,
me too.
We said Batman, a lot of Batman recently, also a lot of Joker. Like he's got his own separate universe now. Like I'm pumped. It's not about Joker. It's Penguin.
I love
it.
A
Penguin. While.
Yeah, I love that.
That stuff is all refreshing. I think that's great. I'm really excited for this. Just curious. I just can't wait. I wonder how we're gonna work this on BOF. Like, I don't know, maybe me and Kowalski are doing post-game shows after this.
Yeah, you should do that. That's a good idea.
I think it's crazy stuff we can do on YouTube. Maybe you do a live post after. I'm spitballing.
You call it, Peter, called Talking Oz.
That's it. Talking Oz.
There you go.
Call it the Oz Factor.
Oz
Factor.
Return to Oz.
Return to Oz.
Wizards of Oz.
Yeah, or whatever. There's so many things you can do with that. There you go.
That's it. I'm thinking of things. I'm trying to figure stuff out because I'm really excited. I think this is going to be something special. I'm really pumped for it. So I don't know, you guys seem to be excited as well.
I got to tell you one nerdy thing I want to bring up, and it probably will never get answered, but I just want to bring up quickly because and just like a Soprano thing too. I love Terrence Winter, and I want to know so badly what happened. I want to know about the creative differences because
He's
I was so
working
excited.
with David Chase in a horror movie, apparently.
No, I know now, but that was like 2 years ago. They were like, it was like announced very confidently, like it's Terrence Winter and we're going to the Penguin show, and then like like 6 months later,
it got me really pumped about it myself. Yeah.
Oh, really pumped, and he's like to me honestly, he should have wrote The Sopranos. I don't go to rabbit hole, but like I don't like this. I think The Sopranos movie is really bad, and I wish Terrence Winter wrote a Sopranos movie. I think if he did, it'd be great.
I didn't mind it. I liked it.
I didn't like when I saw it, and then I thought about it more and I think I kind of hate that movie. I think it's really bad.
Okay, I'll have to give it another watch.
That's a whole bag of worms.
Maybe it was just too nostalgic.
I think you're nostalgic.
I like seeing a bunch of grease balls on the screen. Like, what do you want to do? You know?
Well, yeah, it's fun seeing grease balls, but it really Kowalski, you were talking earlier about logic with Rises. Rises makes the Sopranos movie so it's a lot. The best way to describe the Sopranos movie: things just happen. Like there's no reason behind it. Things just happen. Like there's nothing, no story. Like
I'm like, leave it alone. It's New Jersey.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with things just happening.
No, but it's like not good. It's not interesting. It's like it's just you're watching. It's no. It's just like it's like nothing makes like nothing leads. It's not. It's like not good writing. Like nothing leads to anything. Like things like that just happen.
Sopranos?
No.
The Sopranos movie.
Oh, sorry.
The Sopranos writing is the show is excellent. The movie writing was just like things just happen.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It didn't make a big impression on me. So
I haven't watched it since, so maybe I should get to it. But
anyway, it's not.
I've been hanging out in the basement and watching Weekend at Bernie's. What do you want me to do?
I'm so happy you do that. It makes it. I can't wait to see it because it's like it's. I love time machine. Like I feel like your basement's becoming a time machine. You know,
my Instagram feed is either Hasbulla or old DVDs.
By the way, I love that. I actually love that you do that. It's so simple, but I love it because it takes me back to 20 years. Dude, some of my favorite movie watching was when my brother got his first DVD player and just watching movies for the first time on like with widescreen, proper widescreen, no cropping, no pan and scan, and also I got into subtitles because I couldn't understand what people were saying.
You got
I'm like, oh my god,
subtitles.
Yeah. And so like it totally changed my movie experience. I just love it. So watching you watch movies like it brings me back.
All right. Well, what we got news on a new movie we're going to be watching pretty soon.
Yeah.
At least come October. Joker 2 dropped a bomb on everyone today. It's a musical.
Wait,
that is such old news.
Who said that? I don't. If it's not in the trades, I don't believe him.
I believe it comes straight from Variety.
No, if Bill Raimi doesn't say it's a musical, it's not a musical. Did Bill say it's a musical? Because he's the one that counts.
Yeah, well, yes, he reported it was a musical.
He's like,
very, very
I talked to you, Slyn, and they are singing and dancing. It's confirmed.
It's all Johnny Cash songs.
Anyway, apparently, this is going to be a jukebox musical. That's the first time I dig that term.
I actually.
They compared it to Moulin Rouge, so that was heavy speculation, and we're gonna get like 15 cover songs.
Dude, oh my god!
Yeah,
can you imagine that?
Maybe one of the songs is.
Well, Lady Gaga could bust. Lady Gaga told you Lady Marmalade. Let's be serious.
We're getting 15 cover songs from what seems like old musicals.
That album.
Variety listed one from the 50s.
They've already made money on the record.
I don't know what they're doing, but like I'm kind of interested in it. Like the fact it was a musical was the thing that really attracted my attention to begin with, because like just coming off Penguin, fresh, different, something new. Like I was like, to be honest, man, I haven't seen a musical I think I wanted, to be really honest, since like Sweeney Todd. Like I think it's like Burton and Johnny Depp, so it's right up my alley.
You know, they should do an episode of The Penguin that's a musical.
Oh, that'd be
like one of those weird episodes like Buffy.
They did one for The Flash on the CW. That's funny.
See?
Really, that's funny.
Penguin could just be singing.
Actually, one thing I want to say about that, whenever they announced this musical, like 2 years ago, whatever it was, I remember this too. It actually reminded me, Peter, or it reminded me of college with Dark Knight, because I even though Joker is not super rewatchable, I still love it. I still think it's great. I think it's really cool, interesting movie, and I really just trust Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips. There. Yeah, no, it is, absolutely. And I think, and also what they made very clear, and I trust them, they were like, we're not going to do a sequel unless we are truly inspired to make one. So when they were going to make one, that's cool. When they said musical, my knee-jerk reaction was like, what is that? My very first knee-jerk, I was like, I thought it was like a joke. And then I found out they weren't joking, but I stopped myself. And I remember it was like when we found out Heath was playing Joker, I didn't nudge for, I was like, after I saw Batman Begins, I was like, Christopher Nolan, he's my complete trust. If he thinks Heath Ledger's the best person for Joker, I'm not questioning him. So to me, it's like I see that Joker's a musical. I at this point I trust Joaquin Phoenix and I trust Todd Phillips that they are truly inspired.
Did the Johnny Cash movie, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen a million times. In fact, during COVID, it was on all the time.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, definitely. It's an easy. You'll love it. It's great. It's great.
Because I love Gaga, and we were talking about this.
Dewey Cox. Watch Dewey Cox.
Yeah, you gotta watch Walk Hard.
That movie.
Walk Hard.
Walk Hard is so underrated.
Walk
Hard's a parody, and it's so underrated. It's like to be honest with you, like Walk the Line is definitely very guilty of tons of cliches, but it's still very good.
He like sings throughout that whole movie. Like, he's a great singer. Okay.
Well, he's Johnny Cash. Yeah, he's doing it, but actually, Peter, I think you'll like it. It's good. It's good. And
I've seen Star is Born, and from the moment I watched that movie, I fell in love with it. And Gaga's performance was definitely a big part of that.
I feel like if you like Star is Born, which I feel like you would like.
Huge movie, man.
It was. I'm surprised I haven't watched it.
Like I like, dude, I was like Nico for A Star is Born. Like I was doing that, and that's it. I was jumping around the screen. That's
so funny. Peter, did you like in Star is Born? Did you like Bradley Cooper's Eddie Vedder impression?
Yeah, no, everything about it. Like, dude, that is like honestly like one of my favorite movies.
I didn't know that.
I want to go. Yeah, I really do love it. Like everything about the whole love story and everything. Like, I'm all about A Star is Born. So like when they, and that's in my head and I don't really see a whole lot of things like that.
Sure.
Mostly, like I'm a Gaga fan. Like I openly admit, like I've been a Gaga fan since day one. You know, like so like Gaga attracts me to those things. So like when it's like Gaga as like Harley, I'm
special.
Yo, what's happening right now? Like I never thought these worlds would collide. Like this is like I was like, this is okay. So this is what it was like when Madonna was supposed to play Harley. Like,
you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Going on like this is what I would have felt like back then. Like Justin, you like you remember those days? Remember those rumors?
When Madonna was in Batman?
Yeah, when Madonna was
Harley Quinn.
No, she was supposed to be. No, what was? She was supposed to be Vicky. No, not Vicky Vale.
No, Vicky.
No, she was. Madonna was supposed to be
Harley Quinn, Joker's daughter.
Oh, that's what. You know what?
Cher was supposed to be Catwoman.
There was a moment. I noticed. I'm mixing up '89 with. There was a hot second where they thought about having Madonna play Lorraine Bracco's character in Goodfellas. It didn't happen, but they thought about it. No, 100%. That they met and talked, but it was suited. That was legit. Sorry for a second. I got Madonna mixed up with because it's the same around the same time. But yeah, no, I didn't figure it so funny. I did not know that you saw Star is Born, let alone love it.
Loved it, like fell in love with it. I do rewatch it. Like it's just like I'm like, oh my god. Did
you see it in theaters?
No. I caught it after.
That's a regretful. Okay. It was a regretful miss for Pete.
Well, I mean, there's so many of them. Like Blade Runner 2049 is like one of my biggest regrets in life. Like I couldn't see that. Yeah, it was when I was working so much. I couldn't get free time.
I had a bad run, like 10 years. I didn't go to movies. I go like once a year, and then the movie that got me back in the movies was actually Halloween 2018. I saw that, and I was like, I'm going back to the movies. I was like, I want to see movies again, and then that was a good one too.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm looking forward to this Joker movie.
Oh my god, no, totally.
I'm excited. I want. The article also stated that there's a possibility for newer or original songs to be added as well. I gotta think God has got something.
That's weird though, because if it's shot already,
but maybe it's just for
they can credits or something.
Yeah. Maybe can you? Oh man,
or maybe it's not reported. Maybe just skip on a wraps. It's possible. They're really
maybe there's a reshoot coming. I don't know.
Anything's possible. Right. Well, probably, I don't know.
What? Let's guess. What 15 songs are they going to do? Come on,
dude. I have no idea. I don't even know where they're going to pull from. Like they mentioned some Judy Garland movie from the 50s. I don't know anything.
Yeah, but that makes sense though because. Like a lot of them, they played. What's the movie? Who's the guy? Is it the Smile song? That kind of makes sense because it fits in that world.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense, but like I have no idea.
It could be. Who knows?
This is going to be a total like Google fest.
Safety dance or something like.
Oh my god, that'd be bananas.
Like, do you think Bat Dance is going to make the movie?
No way.
Yes, why not?
I would love that, but it's not going to happen. I mean, that'd be weird.
But it's that little kid. It's that.
What
little
about
kid
Purple Lamborghini?
Oh yeah. Do you think it'll be
Purple Rain? They should do Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think here's what I do trust. I mean, I do trust whatever they choose. They're not just choosing it for the hell of it. I'm assuming and I'm hoping that all the songs they're choosing are inspired. They're not just like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if Joker's saying "Stairway to Heaven" out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming that the songs are going to be part of the story. I would, you know, and another thing too is, you know, what was funny for when the very beginning, when Lady Gaga was like, she was very public, like, I want to be in this movie. I got, for a hot second, I was like, is she gonna pull like Sean Young and embarrass herself? Because she said,
put on a cat suit and jump in front of Todd Phillips.
Yeah, no, exactly. She said that on Twitter before they met. I'm pretty sure. Like, it was like really, everything moved really quickly. But like, I'm telling you, she's like, I need to be this. I need to play Harley Quinn. Did you
watch that documentary thing recently?
No, I did. Well,
okay, we'll talk about it later
because
don't spoil it. We'll get to, but before we get to,
sure, you got it.
Like, oh man, Gaga. I'm.
Oh, you know. I love it too. And that's funny. I mean, we all do. I think I'm assuming maybe Kowalski has a hot take, but I love Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, obviously.
No, I do. I'm looking.
I think everyone
to a
does.
Different version.
But I love the fact that like another great person can play her in this world. Like, I don't want Harley Quinn shouldn't be in Joaquin's world. That's why Lady Gaga. Like, I love I actually want Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn to come back for something good in the future. But I also
shared universes should be separate. They're just shared with each other.
Yes, or for the different. Oh yeah, but not in like I want exactly. I want. But I like they chose also too. Like, one thing, I trust them. If they met with Lady Gaga and they were like, she's bananas, well, she's bananas, but they're like, she's like, they're like, she's our kind of bananas. So she's, I
got to give a lot of love to Todd Phillips, because like, I think he's reached a point in his career where like, he really makes some interesting movies. Like, a lot of his movies, you know, like, he did kind of like that road trippy phase, and then he did the Hangover movies, and now he's doing this musical joke. Like, he's got an interesting filmography when you really look at it, and he's got a couple bangers.
He has it's even more. First of all, I totally agree, but it's even more interesting than you're saying this, because in the '90s he did a really awesome G.G. Allen documentary, like when he was in college. That is awesome. You should check it out one day. It's bananas.
Really?
I think it's his first movie. I watched it like maybe 10 years ago, and I also was naturally interested in G.G. Allen because he's crazy, but it's really good. And he did another one about fish in like the late 90s, which I haven't seen because I'm not a fish fan.
Oh, I have to check it out. I love fish.
Then you should definitely. Came out in like in the late 90s. I don't really get exactly the year, but apparently it's very good. So he's definitely a special filmmaker. He's in his own, you know, and I think that
I don't think he gets a lot of love, to be honest. I remember when the Joker came out, a buddy of mine was like, doesn't he make like road trip movies? I was like,
well, he used to.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. He's trying some new stuff, but he's found a little niche here.
But his dumb comedies, like road trip and old school, especially old school, I think are awesome. I think
he directed Due Date. I love that movie.
I actually never seen Due Date. I got to see that.
It's really fun. My brother's name on my phone is Ethan Tremblay.
Yeah, for like 10 years now.
Maybe longer. That's how long I love that movie. Yeah.
But I remember being like, "Why?" I remember before that was Baseball Bat. You are an odd bird. I got to tell you that.
Oh, it's my brother. There's a lot of inside jokes.
Nah, oh my god, there's a scroll.
So yeah, but yeah, no, I've liked a lot of Todd Phillips' stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah. No, totally. And I that's why, like, at this point, like, I like the fact, like, once again, like, what are they gonna do? Like, they're gonna make I feel like
I have no idea what they would have done, dude. But all I know is they love sequels, they love franchises. It doesn't surprise me that they got this movie made. I'm shocked that Phillips even had an idea for this. I mean, I think it's great he came up with something creative like this musical.
Yeah.
But to be honest, this is nuts. I never, if you put me in charge of directing a Joker movie, I never would have came up with a musical movie.
Oh, never. That's why my very, like, literally my knee-jerk reaction was like, I was like kind of like annoyed or upset, but I literally was like, you know what? No, this is actually what needs to happen, because it's probably, I just feel like, I mean, for all we know, it's going to be horrible, but I think it's going to be great. I think that I trust that's going to be inspired. I love that. I trust that.
Is the music going to make it seem less miserable or depressing? Like,
I think it's going to be a whole. It's going to be a whole. It's going to be a whole different film.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why they want.
I'm very interested, man. I think you're right. I'm going to be surprised.
Which would be cool, because that would be kind of amazing if this one's really good and does very well, they might be inspired to make a third movie that's different too, which would be like, that'd be really cool. Because that's like creating their own little genre. Like, that's no one else done before.
It's basically
the third movie's just like a dub. It's all like, it's in Italian or something.
Oh, like a French film, like a foreign film, or it's like a war film, like Joker goes to war. It's like Patton.
This is what Sony's been trying to do inorganically with their Spider-Man-less Spider-Verse. Todd Phillips just created an entire villain verse.
Oh, yeah.
He just did it. Like it's like again, you're focused on one thing at a
Madam
time.
Web 2,
not 7 projects at once.
Actually, Peter, you regret not seeing Blade Runner in theater. I regret not seeing Madam Web in theaters because
I stand by Madam Web being probably the greatest drinking game superhero movie you will ever see.
I wish I watched that with you.
So many things you could take a shot to.
Well, as much as Peter, sorry, what were you saying?
No, I heard there's groups of people going out and watching it together and just busting on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of love that.
You got to have fun.
It's like
with
it's like
so
the
bad.
room.
Yeah.
It's the room of superhero movies. I feel like
it's like going to a good comedy because everyone's laughing at the same thing. And it's like, oh, this is so ridiculous.
Peter, as much as I know, as much as you and I love seeing The Flash together, I almost wish you and I saw Madame Web together because I feel like we would have. I feel like you and I would have left that like that was great. Oh my god, it was so
I mean, we saw the Batman '89 musical together.
Oh yeah,
that was
Kowalski knows about it.
That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And we had great seats too. Bravo to Ricky.
Yeah.
And
why don't you talk about your experience seeing Batman '89
I'm so bummed I missed
live in concert at the NJ Pack Theater?
Well, our experience. It was. Well, exactly...
I've talked about my experience, so I'm giving you the floor here.
It was fun sitting next to you because like you were basically. I was super excited, but you were Batman Unchained. You were totally like any thought. Like here's what I'm trying to say. I'm watching the movie. I'm like, oh, we're like getting. Actually, the movie's not starting yet, but I'm super excited, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And as I'm saying, Pete's like, this is so cool. So like, that's basically you were like saying what I was thinking. Constantly, you were just so hyped up. We both were, but you were like being more vocal about it. But it's basically like, and Kowalski, I'm assuming you love. You love '89, right? I'm assuming so.
It's like
that's your baby, right?
I got tattooed on my left butt cheek.
Yeah. No, but it's so it's
my right.
It's like
Journey in the Mystery.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And one cool Peter. I'm not sure you brought this up. Yeah. There's a lot of cool things I want to say, but one thing I want to say before I forget it is the audio is different. So we heard things we didn't hear before, which was like for an '89 dork, that was like heaven. You know what I mean? And, like there's like
I brought this up. I talked about it with Bill when when Batman in the first after Jesus, on the bridge and he goes up.
Yeah. The catwalk.
Those two cops that like converge as Batman like flies up under the smoke. They have dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh really?
I never knew that.
Yeah, or at least the version we saw.
Like they knew where Batman went. Like it was very interesting.
Oh wow!
It's so funny because it's so funny because if anyone watched that movie, if anyone seen that movie 5 to 10 times, wouldn't notice it. We've watched it like 50 to 100 times, if not more. So we know like every sound, like that sound, like the gunshots sounded different sometimes. Like that gunshot is not the right. That gunshot's pa-choo, and this one's like ka-choo.
I imagine they tweaked the volume so much so that because I'm also like if you're dealing with like levels and stuff, I imagine the Prince music is on the same level as the Elfman music. Probably. If there's a way to like mix it, right? Like
I'm wondering if this is like the audio, that reference audio they had when they're in the orchestra. I'm sure, like when they're
that's
a good point too. Maybe that's that version of the movie that gets distributed.
That's actually. I mean, it's we don't know for sure, but that could be it, and that would be kind of interesting because I'm sure it is a little different. Also, because people they maybe made edits after the music in, so maybe we're seeing the version that had it before. But it's just I don't know. It's funny because like I love Danny Elfman, but like that is like. That's like such a great. That score is so great. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic.
It's epic.
I hope that they do a encore tour of that because I missed it, man. It was like in the
was it near you?
Yeah, they'd had it in January out here, and I was so busy that week.
Right outside LA, bro.
Yeah. Was it Justin? Was it a Sunday? Was it a busy Sunday for you?
It was. I think it was
a backyard with Otani. Like they share. Like
oh yeah.
He's always throwing his ball over the fence. I just throw it back. I'm like, hey,
wait. So Justin, do you gamble on baseball as well?
No.
all of a sudden,
out of nowhere,
Otani doesn't look like such an angel.
From literally left field.
But that's a topic for another show.
Yeah.
But I want to see this. It's the one like when they announce these DC on film things. I'm like, oh, dude, they had a Flash one and Aquaman 2 on there as well. I'm like, those are coming. No one. I
would go see. I really like the Flash score, to be honest.
Dude, no one. There'll be like 4 people.
But you might. But like you're the one guy.
Look, I got no beef here. I mean,
I actually
my poster
bad CGI side. I like the Flash. What was that?
my poster won't get bent. I can just put it in the seat next to me.
Yeah. Oh my God. But it was honestly, it was so great. You know what? Actually, all right. I feel dorky at bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up. One of the me and Peter we're dorks and we get emotional watching that movie because we love it so much. And
I cried.
But there's certainly like I kind of get watery at the end of the movie. I love that song. I love it. You know, whatever, they're panning up to the building.
Yeah,
that just gets me going. It's so epic. But
yeah,
I was taken aback when I teared up of all parts when the Joker comes and kills Jack Palance, because I don't know why, him walking up and him going like, you can call me Joker, and it brought me back to being a 4-year-old boy and seeing that as a little boy and it exploded. It was really I never get emotional at that scene. I just get excited.
Wow.
But it hit me like I had like a flashback of like a little boy moment, because I remember in that moment, it was so good on the big screen, the music, I just really felt it, and I got a little emotional. I was like, oh my God, this is one of the many reasons why I love Batman. And that when he just takes the hat off and exposes himself. It's so good. Is that you, Sugar Bumps?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I love
that was like this, I believe, second or third time I've seen 89 in a theater.
A theater.
And
it's BOF, dude. BOF.
It's really just like amazing. I'm happy I've been able to. I've seen all of the Batman movies except for 66 in a theater. So
I would love to see 66.
I saw 66 in a theater. It was so. Dude, it was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, dude. It was
it's so cool.
I covered it for BOF too.
Nice.
I love that.
They had like a Batman surf rock band, like
go-go. It's even cooler.
Yeah, dude. Batgirl and Catwoman were go-go dancers on stage. Robin was playing like a big stand.
Wait, was this the Rob Zombie's Batman 66?
No. Oh man, that's a movie I want to see, dude.
Actually, you know what? That would be kind of cool.
No, dude. I'd rather Snyder.
No way.
Yeah,
no way. You're crazy. No, awesome. I actually think
after seeing Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, no, I'm good, man.
Oh, that's horrible.
His Monsters was awful.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
No, I know it's funny. That actually had good buzz going into it, and then once it came out, I was like, it's bad. Run away.
Yeah, it was bad. Don't do it.
Yeah. No, I don't love Rob Zombie, but you said go-go dancers in 60s, and I was like, you know what? I could see him pulling that off.
But dude, I wish they would do it like every year. It was so fun, dude. People,
I didn't know they did that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was this. I don't know what it was for. I don't know if it was a 60 Batman 60.
Was it 2016? Was it like an anniversary thing?
He's been having a lot of anniversaries lately, so I'm not surprised.
Oh my God,
yeah, it was 2017. That's all I remember. 2017.
They pretty much know, like, if we re-release one of these, the nerds will show up. We
100%.
A quick buck.
Oh man, yeah.
But Kowalski, cool. as a Southern, are you born and raised in Southern California?
Yeah.
As a Southern California person, are you biased towards sunny California, Gotham City when you watch the 60s Batman?
No, not at all. I'm just like, that's Burbank. I know that.
Yeah, it just makes you. I love how 60s Batman just gets away with murder. Like, you're like, yeah, he's surfing, it's cool. You know what I mean?
No,
I just love how like they're literally it's Gotham City. It's like so beautiful and sunny out, and it's like palm trees. It just kills me. I love it.
It's funny, yeah.
Luca, we're gonna close out here with this. Tell us about this documentary thing. I found it.
Okay.
I heard about it through you. You posted on the Facebook group about it. Bill posted about it. A couple of the people I didn't even know about it. Tell me what it is. Give me a title and then just give me a little rundown of everything.
So the reason why it's special for me is because I'm gonna make this quick, but it has to do with Star Wars, believe it or not. So 2 years ago, well, actually, Kowalski will appreciate this, but it'll segue to Batman. So about 2 years ago, Vice TV put on this thing. It's actually I think the first one they did was Star Wars. Was like an 8-episode, like a 6 or 8 episode. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It was basically it's like a really thorough version of behind the scenes stuff. And for me personally, I was always used to the George Lucas version, and he omits a lot of stuff. And this one was more candid. It was basically everyone telling the real version of it and the honest version of it. And so it's cool to go through everything. It's just really thorough. And it's really, Peter, have you ever watched the movies that made us on Netflix?
I've watched the Toys That Made Us. Okay.
I wish they would do more, man.
Oh, absolutely. But it's like in that rhythm where it's it's very quick.
Lots of information. Then that was very informative. Okay.
Exactly. It's very informative. It's very fun. It's entertaining and informative. So it's that kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. Now so I remember I was like, a few weeks ago, I think they're like it's called Icons on Earth. And they're like, we're doing Batman. I was like, and it's going to be multiple episodes. Now, the first The first one was on. I think it's every Wednesday.
So this is more than one. This is like a mini series.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 6. I think it's going to be 6.
Wow.
I could be wrong.
And it's all Batman.
6. It's all. No, yeah. Well, they do like they're doing. No, they did James Bond like last year. They're doing Lord of the Rings.
So every episode is a different thing. Okay.
Well, no. Well, they have. Well, no. It's like almost each season has their own person. So it'll be like it'll be icons on Earth, Star Wars, icons on Earth, James Bond, and it's really thorough. And it's but it's really. But here's the thing. First episode, I think you'll enjoy it, but it's all stuff you kind of already know. Although this version, they finally gave Bill Finger some love. Now the lawsuits, because like
wonderful.
A lot of the stuff, a lot of the stuff they talk about in this first episode is stuff from the what's it called? What was the DVD special feature called from like 20 years ago? Behind the Bat or the Dark? We don't talk about.
Shadows of the Bat or something.
Shadows of the Bat.
That's what it was.
So this is kind of like a newer version of that. This first episode. So like, I mean, it's definitely
because those are fantastic. I love. Those.
It's similar. It's like a newer version of that, but I think there's a little more, like, I don't know. It's interesting, but I think I think it's gonna get better. This first one was very introductory. I liked it, but my favorite thing about it was they finally had a thing where they were like, you'll see instantly. They're like Bill Finger. It's like,
so you didn't mind kind of getting a rehash of things you already knew, even though it's stuff so nice thought it was still like just done well enough to provide something fresh for you.
But it's great. You guys should check it out. It's easy watch. I think so. Like, I think it's 6. I think it's gonna be 6 episodes. So I think the first one came out Wednesday. It's on YouTube too, so you can watch whenever you want. Actually,
that's probably how I'll watch it at work.
Justin, have you seen Batman and Bill?
Yeah.
It's excellent, right? I mean, I love it.
It was actually it was really sad.
Oh yeah, it's very emotional.
It was I didn't know his life was that like depressing, man. So it wasn't a feel good movie at all. I was
bittersweet. I found it bittersweet.
Yeah, but it was really well done. I was just like, oh, dude, this is.
It was one of the best Batmans I ever saw. I watched it with my girlfriend. She cried, and she's not even like attached. It was because it's such an interesting. It's an absolutely fascinating story. But Peter, you should like I don't like to recommend things because but you should. You will love it.
No, it's both on my radar.
You should watch A Star Is Born and then watch that.
I should probably. I'm gonna go watch Batman Returns.
Really? We're in a penguin mood.
I mean, just an overall Keaton mood. I just love Keaton's Batman.
I love that.
I don't know what to say, and I really enjoyed The Flash. Everyone knows that, and his little cameo at the Oscars was cute too. So.
Kowalski, do you know that Peter? One of my favorite things ever was in college. We lived together. He would just do Oswald out of nowhere. Was my favorite. I loved it. I'm cold-blooded.
It's just like, what is wrong with this guy? What is he doing?
No, I loved it. When you did DeVito, I loved it.
I like the story you guys have where he's like, we'll ship them all.
I was very fortunate. I remember to do that.
No, well, it was perfect because we were on different layers, and like the way I was one level
the way
down.
Everything worked out. Like it's just I've been thinking about it for so long. We talked about it at one point. It was just and then it actually I just seized the opportunity.
Anybody who saw it was like, is that guy gonna kill it? Like, why is that guy yelling at us?
I was like, there were like two thoughts. There was like literally two thoughts in my head. It was like, I could go over there and flirt with Melissa Clark, or I could make an ass out of myself and do a Joker quote.
I remember I was buying a cappuccino on the floor below you, and then it's an open space, and you're above me, and then I just peek comes my peripheral. You're shipping those things. It's so satisfying.
I remember because the woman who worked the desk, there were two of them. There were two girls there. There was one woman who would always flirt with me and give me free salads, and I remember she was like, "What was that all about? Like, what were you doing?" Like she asked. I was just like. It's a Batman thing. Like she was like, oh really? Like wow. She was just so confused. She just didn't understand. Like Batman says that? Like no.
She's like, do I have to make more salads? What's going on?
I have a fun fan theory that Jack Nicholson at Axis Chemicals, he's yelling at Doc Brown, and that's when he's stealing plutonium for Back to the Future.
Okay, and that's how we're gonna end the show.
There we go.
That's it. Bill's like, this is like conspiracy theories. I can't post.
There you go. I'll wrap it together.
He's like Kowalski and this guy. Like, what are you guys doing? This is crazy. He's like, Kasab's everywhere.
It's a late Friday night, Saturday morning podcast.
It is East Coast time. As of right now, East Coast time, 2:44 a.m. So Luca, you're a trooper.
Man.
Kowalski, what time is it?
9 hours
right now.
It's 11:44. It's still
There you
Friday.
go.
Here.
All right, you're a scrub. Anyway, all right, we're gonna do plugs. Luca, plug away. Where can people find you socially? Where do you want them to find you if you care?
Every now and then I write stuff that I find to be clever. I try to be clever and funny on the BOF Facebook group, and that's about it.
Okay, so that's it.
Have fun with that.
We need someone. We need someone on there.
Yeah, someone that I relax and someone that I have fun every now and then.
Hey,
original thought.
I love having fun.
Yeah.
Uxas, Blue Batman, Robin. I love it all. Like it's the
Yellow Oval.
Dude, it's so weird that you say that because there's been a crop of terrible Blue Batman costume, like cosplay stuff coming up on my feed. And I'm like, is this because Pete? It's real bad.
I'm getting tagged in some stuff. People are like, "Oh, look at this! This looks so stupid." I'm like, I don't know. It looks like
I don't mind a
blue.
I don't mind a Blue Batman, but in the 80s, they really went hardcore with like the very like light blue, almost a turquoise blue Batman. And I'm like, that just doesn't look right.
Dark Batman's best, but I like blue. Blue's good.
I'm a black and gray if you gotta be it, but
all right. I dig that.
I actually like the all black suit and print myself. That's just
but
I love the black.
I can go. I'm okay if it's like a darker gray and like a very, very dark blue, like the Iron Ridge Batman.
As long as he's not wearing red, yellow, or purple.
Oh, the Dark Knight early '90s Batman. I love that Batman. I know exactly. I have that figured.
That
blue
one,
Batman, black Batman, black and gray Batman. As long as there are no purple gloves and he doesn't look like a box of Skittles, I don't care. I don't care. Justin, plug away, you conspiracy theorist.
You can find me probably the next time on this show. I got to get another Batman 89 chapter by chapter out, but
that's on him, not me. Remember that.
That's on me. That's on me. So yeah, Andy, you want to be on a Batman on film chapter by chapter?
Whenever you are you kidding me? Are you? I would just name. We'll figure it out. I'll absolutely.
The schedule will work out better for you.
You heard it here. You heard it here.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm down, man.
Yeah.
I'm a chatty Cathy.
There we go.
Wonderful. All right. As for me, socially at Pete Illustrated, show wise at straight_O_G, straight out of Gotham, Eric Holzman, champion of Long Island, greatest human being that's ever lived. Facebook group, Facebook fan page, Instagram and Twitter. Check that out. Spider-Man's at Spidey Coalition. Check that out as well. Easter's a little rough, and I got to get an episode out, so working on that. BatmanOnFilm.com, Batman on Film YouTube. I got a review of Detective coming out. Once a month, I appear on the greatest podcast of all time, around the hours of the Batman Book Club. And
to the BBC.
To the BBC. The BBC. Suck a Kowalski. Now so Rachel is going to take us out. Thanks a lot for listening.
You've been listening to the original and official podcast of the Batman on Film website. Follow BOF on Threads at The Batman on Film. Follow BOF on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Batman on Film. To keep BOF up and running, go to patreon.com/BatmanOnFilm, or you can buy BOF a beer at buymeacoffee.com/TheRealBatmanOnFilm. For Jet and everyone at BOF, I'm announcer Rachel. Authoritative, definitive, the original. Batman on Film, founded in 1998.